Friday night baseball now from the Lone Star State and Minute Maid Park in Houston. Tonight, the first of this 3-game weekend series between the San Diego Padres and the Houston Astros. It's going to be a premier pitching matchup. Two of the league's hardest throwers go head-to-head next. Hunter Harvey, the right-hander out of Indiana, will be doing the pitching in this one. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, when you look up the definition of rock solid for a starting pitcher, this is your kind of guy. Career ERA under 3, just knows how to get it done, controls the running game, limits the amount of damage, and more importantly, he knows how to win, and that's why it's going to be fun to watch him work in this one here today.
So digging in now, Yonder Alonso. He'll get us started in this one under the lights. First and 3 here on a Friday night as the first pitch is in there for strike 1. And fellows, these Astros entering play here tonight. 4-2 over their last 6 games, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a classic case of hitting is contagious. They scored a bunch of runs last game, and this team is flying high right now. There's a fight at the bat rack.
0-2 to Alonso. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And on 0-2 he misses with a fastball. Temperature here at game time 61 degrees. The 1-2 pitch. And they come inside with the fastball, but it misses here, and it's back to 2-2.
That's the kind of pitch that reminds me of many reasons why I wasn't a very good hitter. This thing was inside and coming in hot, and he just gave a stone-cold take. I'm bailing out of the way if I'm in the box, no doubt about it.
Full count now. Something has to give. Here's the payoff pitch. And he lays off ball 4. That's exactly what you want your leadoff man to do. Work the count and get on base.
That's an excellent at bat right there. Fell behind early 1-2. Didn't panic or start chasing pitches out of the zone. He's able to lay off 3 pitches in a row, and he's standing on first with no outs. That's a great job.
In now, number 12. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. Harvey is what you may call a stingy starting pitcher. He rarely gets hit around, and on top of that, he usually excels at limiting free passes. A great combination to have.
Matty V, I think one of the keys to being a good starting pitcher, 1, limiting the number of pitches that you throw into a game, and 2, getting outs as quickly as you can. And there aren't too many guys that do it better than this guy. Not a lot of pitches. One of the things I like, he's in attack mode from the first pitch of every at bat.
The 1-1 home. There he goes. This is swung on and popped up, crossing into foul territory now behind third. Number 3 is over, and he puts it away for the first out. A chance now to give you a look at the Padres starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, one man to look out for is Yonder Alonso. He's hitting over .350 versus right-handed pitching on the season. And today, he has another right-hander on the mound. I don't know what it is or how he picks up the ball so well, but he is sure putting up great numbers against them.
Coming to the plate now, Justin Upton. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a good curveball at the knees. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Behind the plate is Gary Simmons.
You know, D-Row, Gary Simmons, he's one of those umpires. He'll give you one thing or the other. At times his zone can be a little wide, and then he's a little more strict north and south, but he's a pretty consistent umpire.
The key, Dan, is be consistent. You want to give him the inside half, I'm okay with that, but then you can't give him away. If you're going to stay east-west, you better pick one side.
You know, when you're facing a top-of-the-line pitcher like this, he's going to be down around the knees like that more often than not. The key is punishing whatever mistakes he makes, but so far he hasn't made many.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat, and what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
Here's Will Myers. He's fresh off a 5-hit ball game yesterday afternoon, so he'll look to keep it going here. First pitch on its way. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Lee ranging back. Gone! A 2-run home run off the bat of Will Myers. Second home run early in the year as the Padres have taken a 2-0 lead.
Hey, that's one of the toughest parts about standing out there on the bump. Giving up a long home run or giving up a bomb at any time as a pitcher. You just have to regroup and get back on that horse.
Here's Jed Jerko now.
Second baseman, Jed
Jerko. The first pitch to him is a changeup that can't find the zone. It's ball 1. Jerko is a strong defender playing up the middle in the infield. He's got great hands, good range, the big arm, and those skills are not lost on his teammates, his coaches, or his front office for that matter.
Yeah, he has the ability. What I love about this ball player, he's got such a great internal clock. It seems like it's bang bang at first every time, but the guy's out. He's got sure hands and an accurate throwing arm.
Swing and a line drive. And that's a fair ball as it'll head for the 326 sign in right.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
Into the box, Jorge Alfaro, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Jerko, runner at first with 2 gone. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. The Padres get a couple of runs in the inning on the 2-run home run. On to the bottom of the first. It's now 2-0 San Diego. Andrew Kashner gets the start for San Diego in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matt, 5 full innings for this guy in his last one. You couldn't really consider that a powerhouse outing. He was able to get a no decision, but I'm sure he and the team are looking for a lot more in this one today.
Now at the plate, Gary Cox. He'll lead things off here in the bottom
leading
half
off
of the
for the
first.
Astros, left fielder Gary Cox.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Guys, the swinging Friars as they take the field here tonight. Fair to say they're not playing their best baseball right now. Losers of 5 of their last 6.
Yeah, Matty, in this sport at this level, you have to find a way to be a little bit realistic. You're not going to win every ball game. So they lost last game. Fine. Let's find a way to execute today and get on the winning side.
The 2-0 on the way. taken. Strike one on the inside corner.
One of my favorite pitches in the game right there. The old Greg Maddux equalizer. Started at the front hip and bring it back.
The 2-1. Now a swing and a chopper foul right at home plate. Fouled away. Now another 2-2. Line towards center field. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. And immediately the Padres have to deal with a real runner now standing at first.
Second, center fielder.
No mistake what he was sitting on, looking for a dead red piece of cheese middle of the plate, and he didn't miss it.
Standing in now, number 70. Hard on the ground towards short. He lays out for it, but he can't pull it in. And this will find the wall out near the visitors' bullpen. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game.
Well, this is a lesson for all those pitchers out there. When you allow the leadoff man on base, it always comes back to haunt you. With no outs, I thought they might hold the runner at third, but they send him anyway, and the run scores.
Into the box now, Michael Lee, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Comes set with the 0-1, and he fouls this one off. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. The 1-2. And he chased it in the dirt. Throw down to first, one away. Time now for a quick look at the hometown Astros starting lineup. Who stands out to you, Danny?
Well, Matty, Joe Mauer is still
three.
a guy you have to be careful with. He hit over .330 last year. That basically means every third at bat he's getting a hit. Pitchers fear him because he can flat out rake.
Striding in for Houston, number 3. And Houston looking for more here in just the opening frame of the game. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. Cashner, or just Cash for short. He was selected in the first round during the 2008 draft.
Yeah, Matty, they certainly got it right when they drafted this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar. Everybody knows this guy's name, and kids are buying his jerseys.
And he lays off for ball one. Now the 1-1 pitch. Misses above the zone for a ball. Runner at second here with one man out. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now. On deck, the lefty Joe Mauer. Hit in the air down the right field line. Maben on the move. On the warning track, he makes the catch. And he's up to third safely now with 2 gone in the inning.
Batting fifth, catcher, Joe
So here's Joe Mauer as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Here comes the first pitch. Men on third with two down. Hard on the ground towards short. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. Astros pick up a run on the RBI double. We'll head to the top of the second. It's the Padres 2 and the Astros 1. Here's Cameron Maybin now.
Leading out for the Padres, right fielder, Cameron Maybin.
First pitch of the at-bat. And a breaking ball stays outside. And now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. Oh, and it eats him up a bit.
Batting eighth, shortstop, Taylor Lindsey.
Digging in now for San Diego, Taylor Lindsey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cox has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning.
Time for a look at the Houston Astros on base.
Ninth,
and guys, what I want you to focus on today is this is one of the new age teams in the game that really rely on statistics and the numbers. And the numbers tell them that they're a better team defensively, moving guys around and shifting as much as they can.
Stepping in, number 61. First swings for him in this one with a runner still at first and one gone. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit high. Clearly trying to control the running game with the slide step here.
Yeah, that's a good way of trying to control the running game, Matt. The problem with it, though, it has a tendency to throw your command off because you're worrying about that runner on base.
Now a throw over to first and a dive, but he's back. Maybin, a runner at first with one gone in the inning. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Now a throw over, and he's back easily. Two-0 count. The pitch is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Now the 2-1 doesn't hit the target. It's ball three.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Runners on first with one down. Before the payoff pitch, he'll look to first, and he'll dive back in safely. Fouled off. Payoff pitch one more time, and he misses here for ball four. Already 2 walks surrendered in his first couple of innings of work.
He's going to be pretty upset with himself about that 3-2 pitch. All you want to do in that count is make a competitive pitch, but that one wasn't even sniffing the zone, and he let him get away.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Yonder Alonso. He scored after reaching on a walk in his first at-bat. He's set and the pitch. And he just misses with a curveball.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Now the 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike.
When a guy's featuring big-time velocity like this, you have to be on the fastball. It's your only chance. You'll tip your hat on some nasty off-speed stuff, but you got to be ready for the heater.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Boy, this hole he's digging on the mound is all his doing. If you can't throw strikes, you're not going to be out there very long.
3-1 now as that misses down and in.
You fight so hard to get into these type of counts, you can't let this pitch get away from you. You have to keyhole something middle of the plate.
The 3-1 finds the zone to fill the count. 3-2.
You know, I think that curveball in the previous pitch had him thinking about getting another one, because there's no reason he shouldn't have had a big rip at that fastball. That was right in every hitter's happy zone.
Line drive to left. And that's in there. Base hit. The throw to the plate. And not in time as the run scores.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there.
Now
Hammer
batting,
job.
number 12.
Stepping in now, number 12, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Set to deliver the 0-1. And it's belted high and deep into right center. Lee racing back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. So a 3-run shot to right center field. First home run of the campaign for him. And it's now a 6-1 ball game.
As we take another look here, you can see that the curve just didn't have that great bite to it, and he sends it deep into the night sky. If you can see it early, curveballs can be some of the easiest pitches to get airborne and backspin out of the park.
Here's Justin Upton now.
Justin
And he'll
Upton.
take a look at ball one.
This lineup has a chance to knock this guy right out of the game. 4 runs in the inning, and they smell blood.
Boy, Dero, you hit the nail right on the head right now. This is a team that can score some runs. They have a pitcher that's reeling right now. They need to knock him out and knock him out ASAP.
A ball and a strike. 4 runs here in this half inning. In for strike 2. Trying to send him packing for the second time. And tough fastball to lay off on 1 and 2, but he did, and it's 2 and 2 now. The 2-2. Count remains 2 and 2. Still only 1 out in the inning. Oh, and there's the good curveball as he set down on strikes for the second time here tonight.
Big curveball for the strikeout there, and that came after an absolute missile of a fastball. Even if you recognize the breaking ball out of the pitcher's hand, it's so hard for hitters to sit back long enough after they've seen a really good fastball. Only the best can keep their hands back on those.
Here's Will Myers. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He launched one over the wall back in the opening frame.
And that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
And a high strike there. It's 1-1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-1.
Well, I think he just kind of lost focus on the mound right there. It's clearly not going his way, and he's thinking more about that than the task at hand. And right now he needs to think about this hitter.
And he'll stay alive here, but just barely as this ball's chopped foul at the plate, and the count holds at 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at, and the count moves full. Coming up now on 30 pitches in the inning. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Waiting on it, the center fielder. And the inning is over. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. We'll go to the bottom of the second. It's the Padres 6 and the Astros 1. Giancarlo Stanton now.
Leading off for the Astros.
Lots of baseball left in this
hitter,
one as we're still early on. But you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle. And one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
I got to believe this is an awesome time for this pitcher to get real aggressive in the strike zone. He's got a huge lead. He knows he can pound and try and polish up his mechanics down and away.
Little dribbler down the line. And the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
So here's how the San Diego Padres are positioned defensively. Hey, let's focus on Cameron Maybin in the outfield. One of the more dynamic outfielders in our sport. He's able to cover a ton of ground, gap to gap. I almost feel like he's playing left center to right center. He's not playing center field. He's got it all covered, bailing the other guys out, and not shabby with the offensive tool either.
Next up for the Astros, David Lee. He was the winner of the AL Silver Slugger Award at shortstop a season ago. And that misses inside 1-0.
As a veteran pitcher, he knows if he's going to have success in this one, he's got to establish that pitch in to get those guys to respect it and open up that outer half of the plate.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Zero.
1-2.
Nope.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. The 2-2 is looked at for ball 3.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep too.
Back up the middle and into center field as he's aboard with a 1-out single.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
First baseman, number 30.
Into the box, number 30, as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. Lee stands at first with 1 out. Now a move over to first, and the runner back. Here's the 1-0. And this winds up inside for a ball. 2-0 now.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Runner at first here, one man out. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Pretty adamant about working him inside right now. Back-to-back fastballs, and that one was able to find the zone.
The 2-1 home will not catch the zone. Ball 3. There's Kyle Seager in the on-deck circle. We'll see him next. From the stretch. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. Onto Alonso, but it won't be in time, and they'll just get the 1.
It's really tough to double up a guy with the speed that he has, and he was hustling all the way on this ground ball. So they should be happy they at least got the guy out at second. It'll be interesting now to see if he tries to use that speed again and swipe a bag and get into scoring position.
Prior to the at-bat, a check on first. Just keeping him floating. Perhaps wisely, another look to first. Runner back safely. And yet another throw over. And a dive, but he's back in. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. No balls and a strike to count. A runner on first with 2 away. And a pitch out. Nothing doing though, and that's ball 1. Runner's going. Pitch outside. The throw. And he is out at second. Caught stealing to end the inning. Another look at the throwdown that results in a third out on the bases. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Next to the plate for the Padres, Jed Jerko. A base hit in his first trip.
Even though they're up by a boatload early on in this one, you can't get complacent and get lazy. They got to keep the gas pedal down because this team that they're playing can strike and score a lot of runs too.
0-1 the count. And this is high, a ball and a strike. No contact there, and it's 1-2. Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
This is why it's so hard to be successful as a hitter when you fall behind in the count. 1-2, you're probably expecting some sort of off-speed pitches, but when the pitcher offers up a good hard fastball, it's pretty hard to adjust and catch up to it.
In now, Jorge Alfaro, as he'll take a changeup here for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down the way.
And the pitch. That misses. 1-2.
You know, Matty, I'm not surprised by that pitch. Raise the eye level a little bit. Maybe we get something bouncing in the dirt right here.
It's a 2-2 count to the Padres catcher. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Lee is in pursuit. He gets there, and that's the second out.
Now batting, right fielder, Cameron Maybin.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed up a little high.
We're only in the third inning, and his pitch count is above 60. That's not being too efficient with your pitches.
2 out, nobody on. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. The 1-2 is offered at and missed. He chased it for strike 3. Padres down in order. They lead it 6-1. Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager.
Leading off for the Astros, second baseman, Kyle Seager.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0. Hit pretty well out to deep left field. Upton going back. A leap, but it's off his glove. And he will coast into second with a leadoff double.
Some guys have full power, and that's it. But then there are guys like this who have power to all fields. What a threat. Take a look here. He generates so much bat speed with his lower half to his arms. It looks like he just flicks the bat at this thing, and he darn near hits it out of the park.
Standing in now, Gary Cox, and it's fouled away. A ball and a strike to Houston's leadoff batter.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
The 1-1 home. Fouled away. The 1-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And this is called a foul ball. Maybe by a matter of inches that time. And now we're going to get a stoppage here as the 4 umpires will gather together near third base to discuss whether or not that was really a foul ball. And remember now, if there's any uncertainty, the umpires can go inside to get a look at the video feed from headquarters in New York. And I believe that's exactly what they're going to do. We'll give you a look at this from our own cameras and let you make the call for yourself. Okay, the umpires have emerged from the dugout with the ruling, and it is going to remain a foul ball. So they had it right the first time, but if there's any doubt, go inside and get this thing right. So 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
Well, one thing about him, he's an absolute grinder at the plate. You can pretty much count on him battling at the plate every chance he gets. 2-2,
here it is. Drilled down the line. This is going to be a foul ball as that keeps things at 2-2.
Hey, he's got 4 foul balls in this AB right here. He's really making his pitcher grind for everything.
Good changeup in the dirt, strike 3. And he makes the throw to first. Cox is retired, and there's one away.
Good pitch there, and that was
Now
a
batting,
nice job by his battery
number
mate
70.
to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
Into the box now, number 70. As he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. 1 for 1 as he reached base with a double his first time up. And 1-1 as this one's in on the hands. The 1-1 misses, ball 2.
Seems to me like they're pitching him a little bit more cautiously after that double he had his first time up.
Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul for the second strike.
If I'm on the mound right now, I know I'm in the hitter's head. He was definitely sitting soft. I might speed him up and elevate it right here.
The 2-2 one more time. Heading out towards shallow right. Maben is there. 2 down.
Now batting, right fielder.
Riding in
Michael
once again,
Lee.
Michael Lee. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. Swing and a miss out in front of a changeup.
Hey, that's a great pitch right there. An 0-0 changeup to a great hitter. It opens up so many more places you can go in the strike zone.
Ready with the 0-1. And that one stayed too low apparently. Seager stands at second with 2 gone. Hit on the ground to third. And a close play at first, but he's called out and the side is retired. 1 left for Houston. They trail 6-1. Digging in to try it again. Taylor
Leading out for the
Lindsay.
Padres.
He flew out in his last
Shortstop,
at-bat.
Taylor Lindsay.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Lee going back. Still going back. And it's gone as they add still another. A solo shot here to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him, as it's now a 6-run ball game.
Well, before that homer, he was on autopilot, retiring 5 hitters in a row. Just goes to show you, 1 lapse, 1 bad location, and all of a sudden you're licking your wounds a bit.
Now
Stepping
batting,
in now, number 61. A shot down the first baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. He drew a base on balls his first time up. The windup and the 0-1. And a neck-high fastball that time. Mauer sets up. Here's the 1-1. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And this will be pulled in just in front of the warning track for the first out.
First baseman number 23, Yonder Alonso.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Yonder Alonso. He singled his last time up. Here's the first pitch to him. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, you attack the zone and get a swing and a miss that late on your first pitch fastball. Good chance he's coming right back with the same thing.
One and one to San Diego's leadoff batter. Changeup gets him out in front for strike two. The 1-2 pitch. He takes strike three called on the fastball. Couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
Some guys with big arms like this, they're just chuckers. They just throw the ball as hard as
12.
they can, and where it ends up isn't that big of a concern, but that wasn't the case there. That was a very well-pitched fastball right on the corner at the knees. Good luck hitting that one.
Into the box, number 12.
Goes to show you how strong this guy is. That wasn't a bad breaking ball that he hit for a home run in that last at bat. That ball was down and away. He went out and hooked it and pulled it. This guy's definitely a good hitter.
1-0 count. Here it is. And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball two now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
A fastball that finds the outside corner. Seven runs, just 6 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Padres. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. But the Padres add one thanks to the solo home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's the Friars 7 and the Astros 1. Digging in for his second at bat, number 3. He starts the inning, and they're down 6 in the early going. So what do they need to do to claw back into this thing?
Well, first of all, Matt, I think they need to start to get some base runners. It's hard to be patient when you're down by 6, but base runners are the key to getting back into this one.
First pitch on its way. Tough slider down low for a strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
High fastball right there with a 2-strike count. You know what that might be doing? Setting up the next pitch. Could be that hard slider down and away. Something breaking down and away off the plate.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
Wow, this guy's mowing right through this lineup right now, but that's what happens when you don't get a chance to see a pitcher very often. That's one of the things that are helpful when you're pitching in interleague games. It's always a good advantage for the pitcher because the hitters don't get to see that guy very often.
So here's Joe Mauer. Ball one. Mauer, a Minnesota-born ball player. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
Here's the 1-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. And a fastball just a bit up. One run, 4 hits. No errors in the ballgame for the Astros to this point. Tried to bury one down and away, but it's a full count now, 3-2. Don't go too far. The dangerous Giancarlo Stanton gets his shot next. 3-2 pitch. And he fouls this one off. And he looks at ball 4 now, so he's aboard, and you always have to worry about the threat of the steal when he's on base.
Well, the reason power hitters generally draw more walks than other guys is exactly what we saw right there. Pitchers work around them and nibble the corners a lot more so they don't get burned. He made some good pitches, but he just couldn't get him to chase enough out of the zone.
From the stretch. And a fastball close, but ultimately ruled a ball. 1-0. Count even now at 1-1. A good action on the two-seamer there, and it's 1-2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
The 1-2 misses for the second ball. Mauer leads off first with 1 away. Missed with a slider.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with 1 out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Count remains full. Another full count pitch home. And he misses again. Ball 4. And that's back-to-back guys now that have reached base via the base on ball.
And things are not looking good here in the 4th inning. That's the second walk of the frame. Good time for the catcher to go out to the mound and have a chat with this guy to give him a little breather.
Stepping in and ready for another shot, David Lee. He reached on a single in his first try. From the stretch. Drilled to first. And that's through into right field for a base hit. The runner from second scores as they inch a bit closer.
Boy, you know, in today's game, D-Row, pitches are being taught high velocity. Go get ahead, 30. Strike 1. Boy, that didn't work in that situation.
Yeah, and guys have such put-away pitches, Dan. You don't want to go super deep in the count. Find yourself with 2 strikes on you, and here comes a nasty slider or a nasty split finger. He had an approach right there. He wanted to use an ambush tactic, and it worked.
In now, number 30. He offers at it and sends a bouncer out to short. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Now batting, second baseman, Kyle.
Trying to pick things up where we left off.
Kyle Seager.
He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. First pitch of the at-bat. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball one. Padres are going to get something going out in the bullpen now as a left-hander has stood up to throw. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Oh, and this ball is absolutely blasted high and deep, and it's gone. Two-run home run off the bat of Kyle Seager. First home run of the campaign for him, and that lead is trimmed to 7-5 here. Ball's jumping in this one. That's the 4th to leave the yard so far.
Matty V, this is kind of a mini home run derby, D. We're both flying out of the ballpark today.
Just great approaches by both lineups today. We were around the cage during batting practice. Both were super confident, and it's coming to fruition today.
And that's through for a hit. Didn't waste any time like the first pitch he saw to keep the inning going.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
Standing in now, number 70. And a pitch out. Nothing doing, though, and that's ball one. Already 24 pitches to this point in the inning. Astros center fielder ahead with a 2-0 count.
That can be one of the downfalls of pitching out. It puts you behind in the count, and if you throw another ball, you're kind of in a difficult spot.
The count now at 2-1. Oh, he wanted that one, but it misses for ball three.
You look in the dugout, you can tell that manager's getting ready to come out on that top step. If he doesn't get out of this situation right here, and it's a tough one, I think the bullpen comes in.
Cox is off at first with 2 away. Boy, not close again. His 3rd walk of the inning as that misses for ball 4.
Oh, man, I think this walk is going to grind at him for a bit. He just missed, and now the inning continues with a man in scoring position.
Ready for another chance, Michael Lee. And after that quick walk, is it fair to wonder if this starter is beginning to show signs of getting tired?
Yeah, that could be the case, Matty. Sometimes you just lose your focus, lose your command, but it'll be real important for him to get it back as this next hitter walks up to the plate.
Here comes the first pitch. Looks at a changeup on the inside corner for a strike. The 0-1 on its way. Hit sharply on the ground. And that'll get by into center field for a base hit. The runner scores from second, and they inch a little bit closer. That makes it 7-6 now.
Well, he walked the last guy, then we were wondering about him getting tired, and now he serves up a real hittable pitch on that one. I don't think he's able to put the ball where he wants right now because he's running out of gas.
Stepping in now, number 3. As he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 pitch. Right over the middle, knee high.
Hey, I don't mind that batter taking that strike right there. He's walked a couple people early in this game. Got to find out if he can find the zone. If he wants to walk them all in, we'll take it.
2 down, runners at first and second. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one.
It's one thing to get hit around, but it's far worse when you're getting yourself into trouble by not throwing strikes. Every pitcher's been there, but it doesn't make it any less frustrating or unacceptable.
He gets dirty, but he can't get there, and it's into center field. And a relay home, and he's out on the tag. That'll end the inning, but they do score one on the play. All told, 10 men come to the plate here. 6 of them score. We played 4 full, and we are tied 7-7. Digging in once again, Justin Upton. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
10, Justin Upton.
First offering on its way. Swing and a miss just behind a lively fastball. So earlier in the broadcast, we mentioned that we were going to see a pitcher's duel here today.
Yeah, Dan, I'm a little taken aback by this. I thought we were going to have a low-scoring game like Matty just attested to. But the offense, let's tip our hat. Some guys were missing locations, and they didn't miss the heater.
You know what, D-Roy, this just goes to show you, no matter how you look at it paper before this started, we both thought that this was going to be a low-scoring affair. 2 really good pitches. That hasn't been the case. When you think you have it figured out, you haven't come close to figuring any of it out.
And Upton won't chase that one. It's 1-2. The 1-2. High and deep to right center. Center fielder on the run. And that's the first out of the inning. Offense apparently not hard to come by tonight as you get a look at our line score through the first half of the ball game. And boy, the runs have been coming fast and furious so far. Here's Will Myers, 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and 1 strike. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Ball even at 2-2. They're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. 1 out, nobody on. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ballgame for him.
The second baseman, number 9, Jed.
Ready for another
Jerko.
shot now. Jed Jerko. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This should end the inning as it's sent out to second. There is Seager. He'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. We'll get a look at the great Joe Mauer when we rejoin you after the break. Last half of the fifth coming up, and we are tied 7-7.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for San Diego, number 37, Travis Wood.
Striding in for Houston, Joe Mauer.
Leading off for the Astros, catcher, Joe Mauer.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Hit out towards second. Towards second, Jerko is there. And a heck of an effort that time, but the throw's too late, and that'll certainly be scored an infield single to lead off the inning.
Designated hitter.
So
John
frustrating,
Carlos
Hero. You make a good pitch, and you get these
Stanton.
guys that can run around and they're fast. You think you have an out, and all of a sudden it turns into an infield single.
Yeah, this is definitely part of his game, the ground attack, Dan. He's a speedster. He's going to get a ton of infield singles, and he knows how frustrated that pitcher is.
First delivery to him on the way. And that misses, ball one.
That's a good pitch to lay off right there, that cutter inside. And that is a real tough pitch for hitters to lay off of. And a lot of times, if you do swing at that cutter in, you're going to end up with some firewood in a broken bat.
The 1-0. And they pitch out here, but nothing's happening. Ball two. Mauer aboard here at first with nobody out. And he'll step off and fire to the bag. And the runner back in standing. Outside, 3-0 now.
Wow, this is the kind of count you'd like to get your superstar hitters in, right? 3-0, you can bet he has the green light on this pitch.
Now the 3-0 offering. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And that misses for ball four. And it's first and second now with nobody out.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
Digging in and looking for more, David Lee. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike.
I heard so many pitchers in my career in the dugout talk about you're only one pitch away from getting out of a nasty situation. This is perfect right here. A strikeout or a double play, and he can get right back in control of this inning.
The 0-1 pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. First and second here with nobody out. Checks his swing, but this will be strike two call.
Two strikes.
Count still at 1-2. Another 1-2 delivery. Now a swing, and he pops him up. And I believe, yes, the umpire signaling for the infield fly rule.
Now batting, number 30.
Ready once again, number 30. He's got an RBI despite an 0-for-2 effort to this point. From the belt, kicks and deals. In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0.
This is the guy they're going to have to be careful with. He can put 3 runs on the board in a hurry, so expect them to try to get him to chase something out of the zone if they can.
The 1-0 home is looked at for ball number 2.
Boy, he better get it back together here quick because he's got 2 guys on already. He's starting to lose location of that strike zone. He's got to throw a strike right here.
Now the 2-0 home is in there for strike 1. Cut fastball that time, but he doesn't bite, and now it's 3-1.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
And he misses with that one. Ball 4, and that's going to load the bases now with still only 1 away.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Here's the third baseman now, Kyle Seager. And he's coming off a 2-run homer his last time around.
Yeah, that last at-bat, Daddy, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile, but hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
Getting that first pitch strike is really important when you're dealing with the bases loaded behind you. Good job to give himself the advantage there.
Comes set and the 0-1. And that one just missed outside. Outside, 2-1.
Those were 2 great executed pitches right there away from this batter. He can hurt you in a heartbeat. I don't think anything's going to leak out over the heart of the plate.
And this could be trouble now. It's 3-1. The 3-1. Takes a strike for a full count now, 3-2. With 2 strikes now and a runner at first, do you go for the strikeout or are you still looking for the double play ball?
Well, Matt, I think a lot of that depends on the type of pitcher that you are. If you're a power pitcher, you can go ahead and ride a fastball up in the zone, but if you're a guy that induces a lot of ground balls with a sinker, I think you have to stick with that plan.
Lifted the other way out to left center. Myers is after it. And the play is made, but this should be good enough for an RBI as the runner from third tags up. And the run is in to score from third.
Obviously, he's hoping for more up there with the bases loaded, but you can't be too upset with a sac fly.
So the Houston lineup turns over, and to the plate, Gary Cox. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch sends that one out of play for strike 1. And he misses with it, 1-1. 2 men are on with 2 men out. Up and in on the hands. It's 2 balls and a strike.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Here's the 2-1 home. And he gets a piece there and chops it foul at home plate as the count moves to 2-2 now. The 2-2. Short, hit hard. He's got it. Throw on the second for the force, and the side is retired. Some of our nation's young minds and future leaders here in attendance. Yikes. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Leading off the inning, Jorge Alfaro, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Jorge Alfaro.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now the 1-0. Taken on the inside corner for strike one.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And they'll come back with one in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now. Two and two.
Obviously, he's not fatiguing whatsoever. Still in the mid to high 90s with his fastball. These guys got to stay on the attack if they're going to have a chance.
And he rings up another one. Make it 9 strikeouts for him in the game.
Boy, that's the best pitch in baseball right there with 2 strikes. That elevated fastball. Every hitter thinks that, hey, they can do something with that. But most of the time, you get the result that you saw right there. A big swing and a miss and another strikeout.
Here's Cameron Maybin now. As he'll wait out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike one. A hit and 2 tries for him so far. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Now look out as he's got to hit the deck here. It's ball one. Bases are empty. 1 man out. Very high. 2-1. The 2-1 home. He's high and outside for a ball. And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
Boy, oh boy, that's a tough one for the pitcher. He's definitely wondering, where the heck was that pitch? I think he called it high, but our strike zone says otherwise.
Digging in, Taylor Lindsey.
And hey, it was a breaking ball to boot. This guy's a pretty good off-speed hitter. You could tell by that last at-bat, he wasn't fooled at all. He sat back, waited, got the breaking ball, and didn't miss it.
And that'll get down for a base hit.
Take a look at this again in slow motion. He tracks this thing all the way, gets his hands quickly through the zone, and just rips it down the left field line, just how they draw it up.
Now here comes the Houston manager out of the dugout on his way to the mound. And we're going to see a pitching change as that's going to do it for his starter here tonight. So as he departs, his fate is still up in the air. He could stand to win it. He could get a no decision. He could even be on the hook for the loss if both runners come around to score.
Now pitching for the Astros,
Esposito will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season. Into the box, number 61. As he takes a called strike on the black, it's 0-1. Maybin on second. Lindsey is over at first with 1 away. Fouled off. 0-2 home. And it's fouled away. Another 0-2 coming. A dangerous changeup to miss high with. It stayed out of the zone. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Here now the 2-2. Now a flare out toward right center. Seager ranging into shallow right. He can't get there as it falls in. And that's the second out.
Oh, man, I don't know how that happened. Looked to be a base hit to the outfield, but then all of a sudden the throw comes in and they get the force on the play. To be honest, that just can't happen.
Dallas Keuchel comes on now and this move looks to be all about playing the matchup here.
Yeah, I don't think there's any doubt about that, Matt. They want the lefty-lefty matchup, and that's usually the right move, but we'll just have to see how this plays out.
Here's Yonder Alonso as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Runners at the corners, 2 men out. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0. Good looking sinker on the inside corner. Line softly toward the hole. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and 2 men left on. 2, 3, and 4 due up in the home half of the 6th. Houston leads this one 8-7. Next up for the Astros, number 70. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far.
Number 70.
Now the pitch. Low for ball 1. And now a left-hander will start to get ready in the bullpen. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. The 2-0 on the way. Hit sharply but foul down the right side. Now the 2-1 is in there for the second strike. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
With the meat of the order due up next, you can probably expect to see something you can handle here with the full count as the 2-hole hitter.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Ran that one in on him a bit as this time it's tapped foul at home plate. The next 3-2. And now here's a ball hit pretty well out toward right center field. Maben is there. He's got it one away.
The right fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Now in the box, Michael Lee. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And a fastball just a bit up. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
He may be down 2-0 after those first 2 pitches in this AB, but those are pitches he can feel pretty good about. They did miss by a whole lot, so it's not like he's all over the place.
That'll find its way out of play. Still going to have a good hitter's count. 2-1 now. Into the windup. Here's the 2-1 pitch. Hit hard down the right field line, but that's a foul ball. Line toward the alley in left center. And he will run this one down. A good read off the bat for the second out.
Now batting, number 3.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 3. He's working on a 1-for-3 thus far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Ripped down the first base line. Well, this is foul for the first strike. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Starts to go around here, but it doesn't matter. This is strike 2 anyway.
This is what makes him so dangerous as a pitcher. 5 weapons that he can go to, and he's working ahead in the count. This is a tough matchup.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Still no balls and 2 strikes. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Wow, that's a close pitch to take, but when you're a good hitter like this guy, to take that pitch on 0-2, you have to have a pretty good eye.
2 out, nobody on. Towards second. Throw on to Alonso takes care of him, and that ends the inning. So they're held in check here this half of the inning. 7th inning coming up. Astros lead this one 8-7. Back here at Minute Maid Park in Houston. It's been a high-scoring affair thus far as we take a look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. Number 12 will stand in as we'll flash you back to the 2nd inning as you get a look at this key 3-run home run. First offering on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Now the Astros are going to get a left-hander up and cranking out in the bullpen. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Sinker. 1 ball, 1 strike. Sinker misses that time, and it's 2-1. Just off the inside part of the plate. It's 3-1.
Down by a run, your guy needs to get on any way he can. His mentality has to be to shrink this strike zone to like the size of a soup can. No reason to swing at a pitcher's pitch.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, that's a tough one to swallow. You're hanging on to a slim lead, and the last thing you want to do is give up a leadoff walk. Seems like those are the ones that always come back to haunt you. So we'll see if that's the case here.
Now pitching for the Astros, number 19.
Justin Upton will be the first to stand in against the new pitcher, as he'll do so with a runner at first and nobody out. Here's the first pitch to him. A high fastball is in there.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. And that one stayed too low, apparently. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. A runner at first with no outs here. Three and 1 to the Padres left fielder. The 3-1 pitch. Slapped hard the opposite way. And that's in there. Base hit. And now they'll have runners at the corners to start off the inning. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder up, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0. And the runner's coming home. And the squeeze was on, but this one will get fouled. Here's the 1-1. Count is 1-2 now.
Watch your lips in the first couple rows there. He got the head out on that changeup. Good thing they enforced the new netting rules this year.
The 1-2 is taken for ball 2. Here now the 2-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3.
That has to make you feel really good as a pitcher, right? You're making pitches all around the zone, and then you bring that one inside. You can't do anything with it. What does it do? It just locks you up inside. You have no chance to put the ball in play.
Here's Jed Jerko now, as the changeup to him drops in there for the first strike. And they're runners at the corners now. The 0-1, and there goes Upton. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Not in time as he steals second.
90 feet is a big deal when you're talking about a one-run game, so that's a little risky. But hey, sometimes you have to be aggressive and force the other team to stop you.
Yeah, now after the stolen base, it looks as though the dugout wants to go ahead and put him on here to keep that double play in order with one away.
Well, tough to say if that was their intention or not, but it's not the worst thing that could happen. A force at every base now, so there are a lot of ways to get out of this.
Next to the plate for the Padres, Jorge Alfaro. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
He's set. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Obviously a huge situation in the game here, but at the plate he's got to keep it simple. He can't try to do too much just because the bases are juiced. At the very least, just find a way to get that tying run home from third.
And that misses 1-1. One out with the possible tying and go-ahead runs on base here. High and wide. 2 balls and a strike.
With the infield back and a runner at third, he's definitely pitching for a strikeout, or maybe something like a harmless pop-up. You could see it from that high fastball, but that was just a good job of laying off that pitch.
Now the 2-1 is looked at off the plate for a ball. Definitely a fastball swing there, but a good time for the changeup. It's full 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heater?
And that misses, ball 4. So now the tying run will come across to score.
Well, that was a slider in a 3-2 count, and it just didn't tempt him enough to get a good swing. A good job of pitch recognition and knowing the strike zone to draw the free pass there.
Into the box, Cameron Maben. He enters this at-bat 1 for 2 with a walk. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a bunt attempt here. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. So a gutsy call there, as that takes some serious stones to call the suicide squeeze this late in the game, but the go-ahead run comes in to score. And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Oh, that's a walk that could really change the complexion of the game. With the bases loaded, if he gives up a base hit right here, it could get real ugly.
At the plate, number 61, 8th batter of the inning now with the bases loaded and 2 away. First pitch coming, here it is. And a neck-high fastball that time.
This game is getting interesting real quick, and the last thing you want to do on the mound is fall behind. Needs to get back in the strike zone right here.
There's a strike. Slider stayed too low, ball 2. Now the 2-1. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Moving under at Lee. And that retires the side. So they do strike for 2, but it could have been much worse as they strand the bases loaded. Time to get up and stretch here at Minute Maid Park. Padres lead it 9-8. So here's Joe Mauer. He's working on 1 for 2 games so far.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
1-0 the count. One-0 count. Here it is. Popped him up. Alfaro moving to his left. He's got it one away.
Up next for the Astros, designated hitter, Giancarlo Stanton. Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Padres, number 40.
Giancarlo Stanton now 0 for 1 with a run scored thus far. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And this is taken outside for ball 1.
Obviously, the game plan wasn't to let this guy beat you right here. He's already walked twice, and that pitch out of the zone tells me they want nothing to do with him.
The 1-0. Left side of the infield into the shift. And quickly there are 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, David Lee.
Settling in now, David Lee. First delivery to him on the way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And he takes one off the inside corner for ball 2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. The 2-2. Swing and a high pop drifting into foul territory. And Alonso will put this one away, and that ends the inning. Astros go down 1-2-3. Still down a run. It's a 9-8 ball game.
Your attention, please. Now
and a
pitching
new
for the
pitcher
Astros,
is summoned from the bullpen
number
as it'll be the
48.
left-hander Boone Logan that gets the
Logan.
call. Here's Yonder Alonso.
Hitting off
He's
for
working on a
San Diego.
1 for 3
First
thus
baseman
far.
number 23, Yonder Alonso.
First offering on its way. And that slider's almost in the dirt. With this one almost in the books, the story was clearly the long ball. What are your thoughts on this offense, fellas?
Well, Matty V, I don't know what your thoughts are, D-Roll, but boy, when the weather starts to warm up and the ball starts jumping out like this, it's clear that the pitchers need to start making better pitches.
Yeah, just great approach. No one really chased today. Really stayed staunch on their ability to get that pitcher to come into the heart of the plate, and they did damage with it.
Ready with the 2-0 pitch. Squared that one up just a little late. The count now at 2-2.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. He cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
Down the first baseline, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2.
All right, that's when you got to tell yourself to slow down a little bit right there. Out in front on a fastball, hit it hard, but pulled it foul.
Into center field, line drive base hit.
The batter, number 12.
Now to the plate, number 12, leadoff man on base, and we'll see what they have in mind strategy-wise here. First pitch of the at-bat. Right over the middle, knee high. Alonso gets his lead at first, nobody out. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. They really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out. Well, this has been a bullpen game for some time now, but let's go back and review the performances of the two starters, neither of whom turned in an outing to remember. So digging in now, Justin Upton. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. First pitch on its way. Pitch out, nothing doing. Now the 1-0. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up, throw on to second, so they'll get the lead man, and that's all.
And kids, this is why you always go hard into second base. Could have been an easy double play ball, but the slide really impacts the throw to first, and they wind up only getting one out on the play. Good, aggressive, legal slide that time.
Will Myers will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Slider's in for a strike.
Oh, he thanks his lucky stars right there, getting away with that hanger. I cannot believe he didn't pull the trigger on that pitch.
Oh, one pitch on its way. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. Lays off the slider that time. 2-1.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those. How could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
And the runner back safely. And the pitch on 2-1. And a little slippery back there as Mauer lets this ball get away from him. And he'll make it into scoring position here with 2 away, as that'll be scored a wild pitch.
Well, the graphic here isn't going to properly show just how far that pitch was from the strike zone. That thing wasn't even close, and I think it made the decision to move up a base pretty easy to make.
High in the air out to center field. Under it is the center fielder. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. One left for San Diego. They lead it 9-8.
Your attention, please. Now pitching for San Diego, number 7, Thomas Kohler.
Digging in to try it again.
Leading
number
up for the
30.
Astros.
0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far.
Number 30.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Windup and the 0-2 pitch. Drilled on the ground is short. Lindsay on the grass, and that's the first out.
Up next for the
Sometimes
Astros,
we use the phrase
second
runs coming
baseman,
at a premium, but
Kyle
it's fair to say that none of
Seager.
us will be saying that tonight as we check out our line score. Neither pitching staff has really even showed up.
Your
Albert
attention,
Pujols
please.
will pinch hit
Pinch
here, and
hitting for
he's
the
the
Astros.
potential tying run.
number 12, Albert Pujols.
Now a fastball to start things out. Didn't miss by a lot, but it's 1-0. Now a good pitch on the inside part of the plate ties him up, and it's 1-1.
Oh, wow, that's what they call a jam sandwich. Wow, not much you can do with that pitch that's in tight.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
After that swing, you just got to reset yourself. You still have a strike to work with, and you can't be thinking about how silly you just looked on that last pitch.
And that one just missed outside. Here now the 2-2 is taken, ball 3. And a left-handed batter waiting on deck, though there's a good shot he might get pulled back. Back up the middle. Jerko has it. And there are 2 away now.
Now batting, left fielder, Gary Cox.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Gary Cox. He's 2 for 4 in the ballgame. Here's the first pitch to him. That's lifted the other way out to left. On the move is Upton. He slides and makes the catch. A beautiful play to end the inning. Fine sliding catch here will take us to break. We're back to Friday Night Baseball on the show after this. Set to start the 9th now from Space City, Houston, Texas, as we continue our presentation of Major League Baseball
now
on the
pitching for
show.
the Astros,
Buddy Whitaker
number 10,
enters from the pen to start
Buddy
the 9th inning, as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
This
Andy
change for the
Ibanez
Astros.
will come on
Now
defensively
playing
now as he
second base,
takes over at second.
number 11, Andy Ibanez.
Striding in once again, Jed Jerko.
Leading
He's
off
got
for
a
San
hit in
Diego,
3 at-bats to this
second
point.
baseman, Jed Jerko.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Pitch on the way. Well hit, but also well fouled into the seats and left. A good action on the 2-seamer there, and it's 1-2. The 1-2. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. The 1-2 is laid off for ball 2. Line to the right side, but that's a foul ball.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
He stays alive, still 2-2.
He's just having a hard time putting this guy away. 4 foul balls in this AB. I don't think this pitcher has got something that he can get a swing and a miss on.
Locked in a good battle. Here comes another one. Won't commit on the slider. Good patience, and it's full 3-2.
He's definitely going to want to get greedy in his zone, and he's obviously seeing the ball well, or he would have swung at that pitch. Sometimes in these long, epic at-bats, you start to get into swing mode.
Out of the stretch, the 3-2 pitch home. And this pitch misses here. It's ball 4, and they've got a leadoff base runner aboard to start the 9th.
That leadoff walk is a great way to start this inning when you're looking to pad the lead. Could be the beginning of good things here in this half inning.
Ready for another shot now, Jorge Alfaro. First pitch coming. Here it is. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1. And now we'll see some action in the bullpen as the lefty starts to get loose. Jerko on at first. Nobody out. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2.
Hey, as a hitter right here, you can't be leaning out over. I know those first 2 pitches were in the outer half, but nothing saying he can't ride a fastball in right here.
Now the 0-2 pitch. He struck him out. The 3rd time he's fanned in the game.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Cameron Maybin now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far. Good hard slider there, but it runs away. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home. Makes him swing and miss on a ball out of the zone for strike 2.
Good job of making him chase that pitch down below the strike zone. That's where you want to pitch when you're looking for the double play ball.
Got him on a good slider there. Swung on and missed as he's down on strikes for the 2nd time tonight.
It's always nice to keep a guy that has good wheels off base, and that's just what they did right there. Big strikeout, keep that guy off the base path.
Into the box now, Taylor Lindsay. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Cox is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Padres leave 1. They lead it 9-8.
Your attention, please.
Hoffman takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door.
55, Trevor Hoffman.
Digging in once again, number 70. It was
Leading
a flyout for him in his last
for the
trip.
Astros, center fielder, number 70.
Here comes the first pitch. First pitch here misses wide, 1-0. Hoffman, a 22-year-old. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
Hey, I think if you ask this guy honestly how his season's gone so far, he'd tell you he's not happy with it. It's been kind of an average year for him, but he has time to get hot and make that salary push.
shot on the ground is short. Played on the backhand. And close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out
right
number 1.
fielder, number 8, Michael Lee.
Ready for another chance. Michael Lee. He's 1 for 4 for the game. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
Great spot with that pitch down and away. He'll be fine coming out of the bullpen in this one if he can keep hitting that spot.
And he takes this one high, 1-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. A ball and 2 strikes. Here he comes again, 1-2. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. Here now the 2-2. Hit on the ground is short. On to first, and now the Astros are up against it, down to their final out
Now
now.
batting, number 3,
Ready once again, number 3. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. First pitch on its way. There's a fastball that just misses, ball 1. Fans on their feet in a 1-run ball game in the last of the 9th. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, 2-0 now, and this is where he makes his money. If he gets a pitch to hack at, you can bet he's not going to hold back.
Ready with the 2-0. 2 balls and a strike to count. And this is swung on and missed, so now they find themselves down to their final strike tonight.
Boy, he juked him out of his shoes with that changeup. Stood almost no chance of doing anything with it, but it probably looked good coming in.
Last strike now for Houston. Chopped weakly to the left. Oh, and he can't come up with it.
And this is a case of a hitter's reputation preceding him. The ball was a little dribbled to the left side, but he knew the guy had speed, so he rushed it and ends up unable to make a clean play. That's another example of why speed is such an offensive weapon.
So here's Joe Mauer, fouled away. He'll be looking for something he could drive into the gap and drive home that tying run from first. A 1 pitch on its way. And the changeup is way low that time. The 1-1 home. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. And they will get the force. And a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over.
And a nice job here to come in and slam the door. That's his first save of the season, but it certainly won't be his last.
The close one, 9-8 at the end of the game in this one. San Diego jumped ahead in the 7th inning and never gave the lead back. Travis Wood claims the win out of the pen, his first. Trevor Hoffman earns the save out of the bullpen, his first of the year. So that just about does it. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, make your way on over to theshownation.com.
The final line score of our ball game tonight for the victorious San Diego Padres. 9 runs on 9 hits. 1 error. They left 8 runners on base. For the Astros, 8 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 8 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 59 minutes. A reminder that post-game Metro Light Rail trains can be picked up at Main Street Square, just 6 blocks from Minute Maid Park between Walker and Dallas.